Today we're walking to Lyme Regis on the coast path which heads up this hill. It's the golf course. We're parked where we were last week for the walk to Branscombe, and this week, as I say, we're going through the landslip to Lyme, which is about 7.5 miles, and quite a climb already. Quite a climb out of Seaton there. Just come across the golf course. It is very well signposted, this path up to now, and quite well worn, so you can see quite easily which way you've got to go through the farmland. Head in here. We're dropping now down into the landslip. So this bit's known as Goat Island. The actual landslip happened in 1839, which is 185 years ago. You can hear the sea and the wind, but I don't think there's going to be any sight of it apart from glimpses through the trees. I don't think we're going to see much of it for a while. Downhill again. Come down loads of steps, so we must be well and truly down in the landslip now. We do seem to be suffering from a lot of ash dieback. We've just come down from up there, and all the ash trees seem to be dying. It's probably not a bad thing, the ash dieback, because it'll give other species a chance to develop. Ferns are just everywhere. Absolutely gorgeous. Such a sheltered, perfect environment for them. Wow. There are some sea glimpses just through the trees, but it's so sheltered in here. Incredible. It might have to be coat off shortly. It's not hard walking, but it's and the ground's actually quite firm. It was just that first stretch that was a bit muddy. But oh, it's so warm in here. There's no wind whatsoever. Loads of birds. As I say, the ferns. I'm guessing this is probably, with February the 4th filming this, and I'm guessing that it's probably not a bad time of year to come because there's no real tree canopies. I imagine it's quite dark when all the leaves are on, and so we've got plenty of light in, and you can see through the trees and see all the other features. This is just, if you look around behind me there, all the rocks. Path's surprisingly firm through here. Just gently undulating up and down. Yeah. Got a sign there saying sheep wash 50 yards. I think that's worth an investigation. Oh, there it is, say down there. Let's go and have a look. Views of the sea. And there's the old sheep wash. Would have been filled with water to run the sheep through. I've got the offer of a lift at the other end back to Seaton. I don't have time to make the return journey. And if that is the case, I'll actually carry on to Charmouth and get picked up there after I've had a pasty in Lyme. Well, I wasn't expecting a view like that on this walk. That's Charlton Bay, Charlton Beach and Culver Hole Point. Sea view still over there, which I imagine if I did this walking in summer, that I went down steps. I said I wouldn't film when I went down steps, but I'm doing it. They're quite dry. I imagine this summer you haven't got that sea view when all the leaves are on the trees, so maybe this isn't a bad time to do the walk. And that's not what you expect to see in the woods. An old chimney. Apparently it's some remains of an old pumping station. This is about the halfway point. I've come 3.5 miles from Seaton, and we've got 3.5 miles to go to Lyme. The coast path just goes off the track here. Wasn't really expecting a track. I thought the path didn't have any exits on it, but I presume you can walk up there if you want to get off it. But we're going this way. Oh, there's actually a circular walk path there that takes you inland on the red dotted line there and back round. People walking from Lyme. But we're going to follow the actual coast path signs and head this way. That's a good use of the tree trunk. Make it into little seats for people to rest on. Like that. This is Pinhay Bay, little viewpoint. And then we just heading back onto the coast path here. Took a little break for 5 minutes. Oh, this is the coast path, but there's a little path going this way which is permissive to Pinhay Warren. Might just give that a little look, see what's down there. So this is actually a permissive path that links back up with the coast path a little bit further along. So we'll take this route because it looks like it might be more scenic. and link back up with the coast path. Looks like a barren wasteland here with all the dead trees. I'm guessing they're ash trees that have died back. I'm not 100% sure. It really does look barren. Looks like a scene from a war film. Well, this has been a deviation from the actual main coast path, which is a bit more inland, but it's been the most spectacular scenery. This should be the coast path, really. See how crumbly the rocks are here. You can understand why there's so many landslips. It's flaking away there. Just come off that little detour and we're back on the actual coast path now, slightly inland again. I think this path now just drops down into Lyme Regis, somewhere in the Monmouth area, I think. Coming down Ware Cliffs now, which is National Trust. Seen a sign saying it's still about a mile to Lyme Regis. So we're in Lyme now. This path is just dropping us down to the Cobb. Took about 3.5 hours to walk. We'll come down now into the Cobb car park. It's just starting to rain. Oh, wondered where it came out. Just here. Charmouth over there, where I'll probably head to today. Get a lift back. And I'm going to head now to the town, get a pasty and a coffee in the Cornish pasty shop. Used to have to go down steps onto the beach, where the pebbles are higher than the prom. Lovely spiced cauliflower and onion bhaji pasty, well deserved, in the Cornish pasty shop. The Lyme Regis Museum. The plan is now that I'm going to walk to Charmouth over there along the beach, because I've just checked the tide times and low tide isn't till 10 to 6, so the tide's outgoing now. So I can do the beach walk rather than head inland. There's lots of fossil hunters on the beach. There's a good beach for fossils, Church Beach this is called. Really good fossiling beach. Golden Cap over there in the distance. I think one of my next walks might be from Charmouth to West Bay. Down onto the beach. There's some nice sand here. Loads of people crossing. This looks like an old garden roller. Quite easy walking now on the beach as the tide gets lower. Towards where the people are fossiling on the beach at Charmouth. This middle section, which is quite away from Charmouth and Lyme. Very few people, well, nobody here. Nobody at all. Lots of people over there fossiling. And lots of people over there fossiling. Nobody in the middle. Oh. I'd say it's been a very, very enjoyable walk. I think in total, walking to Charmouth as well as Seaton to Lyme it's been nearly 9 miles. I'll measure it when I get home, but yeah, very enjoyable walk. More of a nature walk through the landslip. I think I'm quite fortunate that the tide's outgoing because it's quite a way inland and you've got to go for the inland path if the tide was in. So I think I'm quite fortunate today. It's quite rocky just coming around that little headland from Lyme. That strata behind me is so perfectly level. It's on the last stretch now. Apparently my lift's just arrived, which is perfect timing because I'm nearly there. A bit further than you think from Lyme to Charmouth, especially scrambling over rocks, but I'm sure this is much easier than the inland path, which seems to have to go way inland. Hello.